Victor here, Deaf Starfighters. My name is Carlin Jones, and I'm giving you a Starfighter full episode review. And for today's episode, we are going back to Netflix original Cursed. The show premiered July 17th, 2020. So a very new show, very relevant, I guess, in terms of what Netflix is pushing out these days. And we are watching episode 2, season 1, episode 2. Which is called Cursed. I was confused a little bit because the show's called Cursed, but okay. So the episode's called Cursed. Synopsis for the episode: Shaken and alone, Nimue. Oh, I guess that's her name. You know, when I watched the first episode, I didn't get a sense of her name. I guess either I wasn't paying attention or I just didn't care about her. And if you watch the first episode and my review on it, you know, when I watched it with you guys, I definitely did not care about this protagonist. I didn't know what was going on. But, yeah. So, before we get started in this review, wherever you guys are in the world, I hope you guys are staying safe. With COVID going around, please stay safe. Please wear your mask, social distance. And if you are going somewhere, you are going to hang out with friends, just be safe, you know. Of course, don't let it hamper your day, you know, still get things done. And everybody that's out there out west in America with all the forest fires going on in Oregon, California, Seattle, all that smoke coming in, I'm praying for you guys. You are in my prayers, and I know a lot of people lost homes, families, loved ones, everything. Some people just lost absolutely everything. So I'm going to dedicate this episode for you guys. You're in my prayers, and please stay strong, and just know that you're not alone in the struggles you're going through. I believe in 2020, I think we're all going through a lot of things, and our mental health is being challenged this year, definitely. So please stay safe out there, guys. So with that said, we are going to get started. This is Cursed, Season 1, Episode 2. Episode is called Cursed. And we are going to get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I just realized I didn't even have my headphones in. Okay, I'm going to count it down. I'm going to count it down again. Let me put these headphones in. They were wireless, so... All right, now let's get started. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is going to be the episode if I continue this series or not. Let me know. Usually what I like to believe is a TV show can show you its potential for the entire series in its pilot. And I truly believe that. And I believe a TV show, to see what it's worth, you have to give it the whole pilot. Because, you know, majority shows start off a little bit boring and then they pick up and then, you know, whatnot. But, you know, you got to give it the pilot. I remember when I first watched Firefly, that first 30 minutes was so dull. It was pretty boring. And I was like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? And then when you see... I forgot the character's name, but when you see her in that little cryo chamber tube or whatever, and then it totally just flipped the pilot upside down, and it was just like, oh my God, all right. Now there's so many questions being asked, now things are picking up. And since then on, from that episode to the last episode to the movie they released, Firefly has been amazing. So we'll see what this show, for the pilot, I mean, I'm giving it the second episode just because I love fantasy TV, but I don't know, I wouldn't care. This almost seems like a subgenre. I feel like Netflix has nothing but shows just like this, and it's just bland, you know? There's nothing that separates it from just anything else. Especially not its actors. No, definitely not. And my girlfriend was even telling me, because I showed her a little bit of the first episode I watched, and immediately she just wasn't she just didn't want to watch it because of the main actress. She said, yeah, she looks like every other actress that when they make these shows. And it's crazy. I mean, if you're going to get work as an actress or actor in the mainstream and you're not well known, and yeah, that's how it works. You have to look like somebody, unfortunately. Yeah. But I think Jennifer, is that her name on the show? Why am I bugging? I forgot her name. I want to say it's Jennifer. But she was popular. Or she's popular just because of that 13 Reasons Why show, which took the nation by storm. But whatever. I'll stop talking. I guarantee you for this entire series, they'll never make her look beaten up or anything like that. The show is so hesitant on sex appeal. Like, look at her makeup. Why is her makeup still on? And my girlfriend made a really good point because she does makeup for films and stuff. She does special effects makeup. She brought up what witch in whatever century this is. Obviously, this is medieval times. She said, what witch would dye her hair blonde or would have access to hair dye for whatever reason. And I never noticed that because her hair, you can tell her roots in her head are a different color, and that hair she has now is just dyed for this role. It's weird. What is going on? What is this bear doing? You're hurting yourself. Are you that hungry? This guy is fast as shit. No. What? Did you just call this guy Ray Lewis? He just mowed her down. I think we're getting like bits of a flashback into the actual reality. I think that's what's going on here. How is she still crawling? Little girl strong. I hope that's what she's going to do here. Poor bear. He was just so hungry. He was hurting himself just to try to eat that little girl. What kind of bear was that? No bear would act like that. Most bears, they're afraid of you as you are them. So, I don't know. I mean, she already got through one dog bite with no scratch on her. Which is a wolf bite, which is ridiculous. Oh my God. Ugh. Am I the only one that feels like that audio pickup was like so obvious? When she put her sword back in that little hilt thing. I'm watching this intro as part of the show. But yeah, I feel like that's what's got to make fantasy shows, you know? It can't be just the visuals, it has to be audio, you know? Because it's what you hear. It's kind of like what you hear and what you read. Same thing with a fantasy novel and why these novels were so popular and why they worked and why people fell in love with them, with the characters, the world, because they can imagine that. So it's important. I think that was a little too obvious and clearly wouldn't make that sound. But that's just me. I can pick those up from working in film. This is so weird. You know, just everything's based on a book now. How does he drink so much and stay in such great shape? This episode is going to be called Persistent. That's what everyone's doing right now. He got it to rain, though. Why wouldn't it? I'm not messing with a kingdom that can rain blood down. No way. What else can they do? That's what they're going to think of. How is he a fraud? He got it to rain. I don't understand. I do want to learn how to like track things like animals or people. I feel like I would never use it in my day-to-day life, but you would feel like, oh yeah, that's cool to know in case I need that, which I won't. Obvious sword drawn. Come on. This audio is like... You guys can hear it too, right? Like just that audio. It's just like it's so like you just know it's there. It's not. There's nothing subtle about it. She should have died off rip. Like she should have died instantly from that cut. I'm waiting for them to do like a Skyrim thing for Netflix. That would be awesome. Make it just like The Witcher. Just think about it. Every episode is a side quest. No, every season is a side quest. That would be so cool. Sorry, but I don't have sympathy. I don't even know what your mother was towards you. We haven't seen you interact a lot. And we don't know how good of a mother she was, honestly. I mean, sure. My daughter's been hurt. Take care of her. That shows something. But that's like one little thing, one little flashback. What has she been doing for the past 20 years? I'm assuming she's 20. Like, I mean, at least 20. You saw how she put water and that blood didn't come off? That's so makeup. This show's trying. It's trying. Why would he do that? And why didn't he leave earlier? Jesus. I like this kid. Why can't the show be about him? Is it me or I feel like she just can't handle herself, like in a fight or anything? These transitions are not it, bro. Her makeup is still on. Oh, now she's a thief. She stole that. What's up with the pause? The awkward pauses would have any security be like, what? And she's a horrible liar. It looks like it hurts. Imagine if this was a Game of Thrones. That scene would have looked a lot brutal. Jesus. Yeah, back then they just burn people for nothing. What? You stole this tomato? Burn them. It was very confusing, the flashbacks and stuff. Wait, people won't play with you, people won't look at you. Can we see it? Can we have sympathy for you? Show us. They're telling, but they're not showing. Why is it so hard not to show them? If they have time to show them the guy being a dentist pulling her teeth out, which is a useless scene, then they can just show something that has some legitimate backstory and shows us why she is the way she is and what she is. It just doesn't make sense. It's so lazy. It's just lazy filmmaking. I'm sure the books are so much better. Why don't you just kill him? Just kill him. This guy has killed probably hundreds. You know how dangerous he is? Just kill him. Or at least cut off an arm. No, get out of here. What? I wish I could have saw that. It's so dark. I think that's how they try to get away with choreography. Something that does not look at the way it should. I don't know why that kid didn't run. I think he was tired. I don't think this guy's hard to kill. They had him. They had him outnumbered. Just stab him. Shit's not making sense, bro. Got at least like another 11 minutes or something like that. 13 minutes. Oh yeah, did the best friend die? Oh man. She was like the only good character. Oh wait, and the little boy. She's like, sure, and she just slices him in half. How does she have all this like strength to just slice a guy or slice like animals and all this people's body parts just clean off? Maybe it's a sword. Well, that's what you get, bro. No means no. So why did he save her? He must really like her. He definitely won't forget his arm. Well, why did you help? Well, she just wasn't gonna sit there and be raped. I think this is the most emotion we've seen this actress done in this series, and I can comfortably say that she is boring. She's pretty boring. Is her makeup still on? I can't. Her makeup is still on. There's only one witch I will acknowledge who has makeup, and I will allow it, and that's Morgan from Dragon Age. Are you the Dragonborn, sir? You have my thanks. I think this is another flashback. They have to do a better job of telling me what's a flashback and what's not. You know? They just cut into it. I'm thinking it's like the next day. Oh, okay. Well, no wonder she doesn't like those guys. No sympathy. Why would you mess with a witch anyway? And you guys are bullies. Well, I bet you are sorry. I'm gonna be very upset if she doesn't die. What's some losers? How you gonna bully someone and just run away in fear? Man, I really wish they would have picked a different actress for this. Is that all you need now to be an actor and actress? You just need just get on one popular show, and then you're just gonna get on all these. You're just gonna get handed roles. Doesn't matter if you're the better actor or actress. You're gonna get these roles. That sucks. And I read recently in Star Wars, the actress Daisy, the actress from Star Wars, Daisy Ridley, kind of posted out that she was like. She couldn't find work. Like, she's having a hard time finding work. And I don't think Daisy Ridley's a bad actress, actually. I would actually love to see her in something like this, besides this lady. Langford. That's her last name. I guess this is still a flashback. I just kind of zoned out. That whole convo. Oh, God, it was boring. I don't think this episode is selling me. I think this will be our last episode review of Cursed. Goodness gracious. Do better, Netflix. Do better. I should watch Warrior Nun next, so I can really try to compare. Like, I really think that show is going to be the exact same as this show. Just, the absolute feel of it, And that's really depressing, especially working on shows like this. It's like microwave content, And you can easily just put it together. Like, production time on it doesn't take too long. You already have half your story written out, pretty much, because it's already based on something. You already had the material for it. You even get the writer to even freaking write it, or someone else who knows how to write the content you want. Who went to Hogwarts? Every time there's Merlin, that means he's been to Hogwarts. So there's a Hogwarts somewhere in this realm. It's weird. No, I would love to review a Burn Notice episode. I think I'll do that as well. I love Burn Notice. I'm on season 6 right now, and I'm having so much fun with the show. I love the characters. I honestly think, like, looking at Michael Weston Every other spy show I've seen, I just think is stupid compared to Burn Notice. I'm gonna watch Covert Affairs too. I actually kind of like the pilot. I didn't finish it, but I'm gonna get into that show as well. And I know that show lasted 5 seasons, so and I think that main actress won a Golden Globe for her performance, which that doesn't mean anything. Awards aren't based on anything. Who's to say you're the best or whatever, but I think it's worth seeing. I remember when it was aired on USA Network along with Burn Notice. Man, the USA Network has some really good shows. They produce some really good shows. Monk, Psych, Burn Notice, Code Affairs. They had Suits. What's that other show that's like Suits? That's also on USA Network. It's like a guy who was like a con guy, a con man. Oh wait, I think that's Suits. I don't know. There's another one. Everybody in this show is miscasted. I absolutely hate it. I have not seen such a horrible miscasting of a show like this since Andromeda. That's right, Andromeda, the Kevin Sorbo sci-fi show. Oh my god. Andromeda was just, oh my god. No, Kevin Sorbo was okay as that lead actor. He was fine because it was kind of like a Hercules in space. But everyone else, except for the black guy, I forgot his name. Black guy was okay. Trance was fine. She was okay, but I wanted more. I wanted to know more about her, and they didn't really give it to us. But everyone else, oh my god, they're freaking awful. Awful. Well, except for Andromeda, the ship herself, like she's like a hologram. She's fine, but she just doesn't do much. I want her to do more. Everyone else is godforsaken awful. It makes the show horrible. The short guy with blonde hair, I forgot his name. But goodness gracious, he is absolutely so cringy just to listen to him say his lines. And then the female pilot too, that's horribly casted. It's just bad. And then they just had like really bad characters too. The monster character that was there in season 1 was just pointless. Anyway, I didn't mean to talk about Andromeda. I've gotten so bored of the show. I'm just talking about other shows at this point. Andromeda's awful. Well, you know what? The first season of Andromeda, it was like, man, this show has the potential to be something. It really did have the potential to be something in that season 1. And I think mostly that was just because it's what's his name? Janine Roddenberry, the guy who created Star Trek. May he rest in peace. But yeah, man, they had a really great plot. I will say that about Andromeda. I think the plot of the show is fantastic. I loved it. I loved the plot. Episode to episode was a little boring. Characters are awful, and every 12 episodes you'll get like a pretty decent episode. But other than that, Andromeda is just like, what is going on? Who is this? Yeah, an in-shape alcoholic. 6 minutes left. Thank God. So much money. I'm gonna look up the production value of this show. So much money to create boring content. It's disgraceful. It's like, what do you do? You shouldn't be making films anymore. And, you know, a lot of it has nothing to do with the filmmakers itself, like the director of photography. And sometimes the directors, there's not much they can do. Sometimes when you're on a show like this, a show that has such high value, it's really the producers that are behind every single thing that control what it looks like, what they're doing every day, and all that stuff. On The Walking Dead, dude, I would be like, the producers would be like right there just staring at me, making sure everything is the way they want it. It's absolutely insane. A few Tyler Perry shows I did, they did, literally the producer was like, told the director, stop it, just stop talking out. I'm gonna do this. And you know, because Tyler Perry doesn't direct all his stuff, not everything, but his people that he trusts, like really trusts, are like his producers. And it's like, they know how a Tyler Perry production should be and the content, how it should be. It's ridiculous. Four minutes. You sound old. But you sound old. Who's that? Alright, this show's ridiculous now. I'm waiting for it to be over. Oh, music's coming. Oh, no, it's not end credits. It's almost like you're in class and you're just waiting for that bell to ring. You're like, No, every time I look at a horse, I think of Red Dead Redemption 2. Thinking like, what type of horse it is. Is it a race horse? Is it a workhorse? Is it riding? What is it? All right, we're going to watch these credits because that's the full episode. Episode ran for 48 minutes, 11 seconds. So we're going to let it play out. While the credits are going, I am going to look up. I have it on a new tab, the Wikipedia of Curse 2020 series. And let's see what the reception is. I'm really want to know how people feel about this show. Let's see. And, you know, reviews aren't really anything. Most reviews, like 90% of reviews, like ones that are by critics, are paid for, literally. So, whatever. Compiled 47 reviews, identified as 68% of them as positive. So it has a 6 out of 10. I do feel like, because this is a type of show, it's like somewhat of a subgenre, and if you're into that, then, you know, that's what you watch. You know, you can get into it. But I don't know, there's other shows that are just a little bit better. Let's see. Cursed first season isn't as submersive as its source material, but plotting and heroic performance from Catherine Langor make for an enjoyable escape. Who paid that reviewer to say that? There's no way. She is the most boring. She's so boring. She's really boring. Okay, I'm stopping the episode. All right, now we're just talking. She's really boring. I'm gonna look up more of these reviews. And even in 13 Reasons Why, when I watched that series, her performance wasn't anything that was like just stood out. You know, nothing stood out from it. So, all right, I'm on Metacritic. I'm thinking of Scott Pilgrim versus the World, that band. who I didn't know that lead singer is also in the band Broken Social Scene, a band I grew up listening to. Okay, let's see. What is this stuff? Oh, these are like random reviews. What's popular now? The Broken Hearts Gallery. What's that? Gangs of London season 1. Okay, well, whatever the hell stuff's going on. All right, let's look up Cursed. What's going on? Am I spelling it wrong? I'm an awful speller. Cursed. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Cursed. I'm an awful speller. Really, really bad. I'm really bad. Let's go TV shows. Oh, God. No, stop. Jesus. TV shows. Curse 2020. So it has a 58 on Metacritic. That seems more like it. Metacritic's usually a little bit more honest. You know, you get more like regular people like really giving their opinion rather than Rotten Tomatoes, which a lot of people don't know, but Disney owns Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes is owned by this other company that's owned by another company, and that company is owned by Disney. So a lot of people don't know that, which is why when Rise of Skywalker came out, all the audience scores, they just stayed at 80 for the entire months. They just stayed at 80. Like, how does that? That's impossible. Have it go up, go down. It just stayed at 80, and that still couldn't help that film. It's a really bad Star Wars movie, and I love Star Wars. So user score 5.2, Metascore 58, based on 12 credits. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. You get more negative reviews than anything, especially from the user score. You get 21 positive, 23 negative, and 11 mixed. Ooh, someone's username is Farscape1789. I am for sure reviewing a Farscape episode. That is the best sci-fi series ever made. I'll absolutely love Farscape. God, amazing characters. This review contains blah, 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 blah. Let's see what this person has to say. They gave it a 3. Let's see. Doesn't go anywhere after the first few episodes and really wears its politics in the open. No, I don't think we got that far. Falls into a number of writing pitfalls seen in similar political charge shows and movies. If you were expecting an Arthurian tale, there is none of that here. Yeah, I was like, why are they mentioning Arthur and why is Merlin in it? And because I don't know if Arthur was like real or not. I just don't know. The only relation is a few characters' names. A few things you may notice. A man never once bests a woman in combat. The only time a man bests a woman in a fatal encounter, it is using poison. That's interesting. Every male character is shown to be a buffoon, with the sole exception of the weeping monk. The lead girl is never wrong, and all her bad decisions end up working out anyways. I guess we see that when she hopped on that guy's wagon. And there's so many awkward silences. The security should have been like, "Girl, get off the wagon. What are you doing? You clearly don't belong in this castle." Yeah, I guess she's a Mary Sue then. I guess she's technically a Mary Sue. They were trying to go for a historical fantasy, but had a ton of inaccuracies, such as many prominent people of color in leadership positions and a distinctive aversion to longbows that characterized that era of war. Interesting. Now, that is something I really, really would love to learn, kind of like study. Just weapons, kind of like ancient weapons, and depending on the weapon, you kind of know what time period it is and what kind of warfare was going on. I play a lot of the Civilization games. I'm currently playing Civilization 6 because it's like amazing. And I love starting new games and being like in the ancient era and the medieval era, like trying to figure out different technologies that were available back then to kind of expand your civilization. So that's interesting. The last thing they said is the feared Holy Trinity Guard of the Poe gets last Jedi'd, and all get cut down in their debut fight to a single main character. Oh, that sucks. Well, it was awful casting. I really think the guy who plays Marilyn should have been the Holy Trinity Guard Pope main guy, but I don't know. Let's see what this person says. King Arthur legend with a female lead. Of course. So we get this one to cross off our list too. The setup isn't too bad. Catherine Langford is okay as Nimue. I can't pronounce her name. The lead character. In the beginning, she's depicted as a powerful, but her powers, and sometimes she can, depending most likely on what the script writers will want to happen next. Political propaganda. That's what mostly everyone's saying. Yeah, I think the main actress is kind of bleh. Brockmire season 4. Brockmire season 4 was filmed near me. I didn't get called to work on that though. I wish. I love that actor on there, the main guy. Loved him. I loved him in Simpsons when he does like Moe and all the other voices, and I loved him in the second movie of National Museum, or the Museum, or whatever that Ben Stiller movie's called. I loved him in that one. He was so funny. But yeah. So okay. Well, before I end this, I know this video is running a little bit long. It's like 58 minutes. Let's go to Rotten Tomatoes real quick. Rotten Tomatoes. And we're gonna look at Curse. We're just gonna look at the score for the show and kind of see what's what. The internet's going a little bit slow. I gotta watch some WNBA tonight. The playoffs are happening. It wants me to turn off my ad blocker. I will if you let me click on it. Pause on this site. Okay, let's see. Cursed. I spelled it wrong again. Why can't I spell? All right. Average tomato meter is 67, and average audience score is a 52. I wonder how actors feel when they see stuff like that. I'm sure they don't care. No, when you're on a TV show and you're making money, who gives a fuck what people think about the show? At a certain point, when you're getting residuals like that, who cares? I don't care if you don't like it. I don't give a damn. Let's see. Well, top critics gave it a 76, while all the critics together brings it down to a 67. And then just an average score of 52. Arthurian fantasy. I guess that's what it is when it's they're talking about King Arthur, in the world of King Arthur. All right. Well, guys, that is the review, full episode review. That was Cursed, season 1, episode 2. The episode is called Cursed, and I'm pretty sure that is the last episode that I'm gonna do, unless you guys really want to see more. And then we'll keep we'll keep dragging it out and just enjoy it as just content to just talk about. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments. If there are any other shows you want me to review or watch with you, please tell me, and because it's all doable. I watch the same amount of TV, and 90% of the time I've probably seen whatever show you want me to watch. So yeah, so just let me know in the comments below. And yeah, please stay safe out there, everyone. Hope you're staying safe. Have a great night. Have a great day. Have a great morning, afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you're watching this. Victory or death, Starfighters.